Happy Wednesday. So it's funny, I almost made a promise on Instagram. I was this morning and shared with you just some of the experiences we enjoyed this morning with my kids. Anyways, you'll have to go back and watch it, but the point of it was I almost made a promise when I posted to remind everybody about our keeping it real. I almost made a promise that I would show up with my, because in the video I was wearing my pajamas, like kind of a hot mess. I got dressed, you guys, but I did not brush my hair. I mean, literally, we're talking like knots from a couple days ago. Anyways, that's not why you came here, to talk about my knotted hair. How is everybody? I hope you guys are having a really good week. And I want to share something today about a protocol that I've been doing, and I'm going to show you what that is. Oh, here it is. Just make sure. But before we get started, I want to introduce myself. If you are new to this space, my name is Susan Johnson, and I am a nutritional therapy practitioner. I'm also a presidential diamond with doTERRA essential oils, and I'm the founder of the Kick Cancer movement. And I really enjoy taking the time every week to just share with you guys something that is hopefully at the end of the day going to educate and empower you on how to live your healthiest life. And we talk a little bit about nutrition. We talk a little bit about detoxification. Hi, Kaden. We talk about essential oils. We talk about marriage. We talk about just everything in life. When you think of thriving, you think of living your best life, my goal is to try to get you on tips and tricks that can really facilitate that and help you really, truly thrive. And we do talk about essential oils. It's something that we were brought, hi, Kelly, from, where is the hat? Rainy Below. I am not sure where that is, Kelly Lynn. You're gonna have to tell me exactly where that is. We talk a lot about essential oils. They were introduced to us when my son Kicker was diagnosed with cancer. We were given essential oils. They were brought into our hospital room and we were told how to use them and what to use them for. And I wasn't totally confident in understanding how to use these oils, but I was so desperate to help heal my son that I was willing to do whatever it took. And so Mississippi, oh, Kelly's from Mississippi, Mississippi. I will always forever know how to spell Mississippi. So we started using essential oils immediately, and I wanted to do whatever I could to help my son, and we saw him really thrive through his conventional cancer treatment. He was getting chemotherapy every single day. And so that's kind of our journey with essential oils. And if you're interested in hearing more, every week at noon Pacific time, I do a presentation. I do a free online educational webinar about a different essential oil topic. And you can find the details and register for those at susanjohnson.com/events. That way you can just kind of educate yourself and get to know a little bit about our story, of course, with essential oils, but about ways that they can serve you and really help you in your goal to live a healthy life. Thanks. I love my bracelets too. A lot of them are actually diffuser bracelets. You can put essential oils on them so they smell nice throughout the day. So I want to share with you a protocol that I have recently started doing with essential oils. And you know, if you followed me for a while, we use them all day, every day. I have them diffusing behind me. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually out of the frame. But I've got essential oils diffusing the diffuser to help with motivation, to help with focus, to help with energy. And then I use them topically all day. Use them in my skincare routine. I use them for my immune system. I use them for my energy. I use them for my emotions. I use them to clean my house. I use them to help my sex drive. I use them to keep my kids quiet. No, I'm just kidding. That's not actually true. Well, I can use them to help my kids calm down. And I'm going to talk about that on our webinar today at noon. But the point is I use them all the time. And so I love studying and I love learning new ways to use essential oils to improve my health. And one oil in particular is brand new and it's called YarrowPom. So this is an essential oil that you can see it comes in a different size bottle than most. This is a normal size, full size essential oil bottle. This actually comes in a 30 milliliter bottle. The reason they designed it this way is actually meant to be taken as a supplement. Now, there's quite a few uses to this, but I want to share what I do, why I do it, and then I want to talk to you just a little bit about how to know if you can safely use your essential oils internally. Hi from Connecticut. Hi, Liza. Thanks for joining. I love hearing where you guys are from, so always feel free to share. It's fun to just see where everybody's from. So with YarrowPom, you can see that it comes with a dropper, okay? And so it's easy to put into a veggie capsule. But let me show you what this oil looks like. So you can see it is a bright blue essential oil. But what's cool is you rub it in and it disappears pretty quickly. So just a little bit of background on this essential oil. It's yarrow and pomegranate seed oil. So it's a combination of the two. And what makes it blue is the shemazoline. The shemazoline is actually simply from the distillation process. It's not a part of the essential oil or the plant prior, or I should say part of the plant prior to distillation. It's a product of the distillation process, that blue color. But what's interesting is there are some incredibly powerful benefits in the shemazoline itself. Now, I shared about that on my blog, and I linked that in Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to upload this to IGTV. It will have the link to the blog so you can read all the details. I go into detail about why this essential oil in particular is so beneficial. I break it down to all the different constituents and benefits. But to give you a synopsis or kind of a summary of what that is YarrowPom. The reason I started taking it every single day, I use it topically and internally, is because of its benefits with hormones, immune system, and cardiovascular health. So those are the three real main components that I personally was really drawn to and I wanted to use as a proactive support. So how I use it is I take these empty veggie capsules. Okay, you can get these from doTERRA, and I'll show you what they look like. So it's just a gelatin capsule, and you would unscrew the top and simply put, I do 3 drops in a veggie capsule. So it makes it really easy with this dropper. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you get a little extra. And then put the cap on and you swallow it. So now you have a superpower pill that's blue and you can totally freak your kids out. My kids actually take this as well. I give them 1 drop in a veggie capsule every morning. So now the reason I do this internally is because I really understood the benefits that it had for hormone support. And as a woman and as I'm aging, I want to make sure that I'm constantly being proactive at supporting my hormones. I want to make sure that they're basically they're leveled out. The playing field is level with estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. So one thing that I know a lot of you wonder or have asked, I've gotten some messages, you're wondering if you are estrogen dominant, is this safe to take? Or if you have too much testosterone, is this safe to take? Let me remind you that the beautiful thing about doTERRA's essential oils, this is specific to a certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil. The beautiful thing is that it modulates a response in the body. It doesn't drive a reaction. And I've shared about that before on my blog and on here, but just understand that when, for example, if you were to take a medication for your hormones, the medication is going to drive a reaction. So if you're estrogen dominant, that medication that you take is going to drive the estrogen down and increase your testosterone, increase your progesterone. But when you use an essential oil, the essential oil, because it's a natural substance and it knows what to do in your body, it goes in and it modulates. So that means it brings balance where balance is needed. And that's really, really powerful. So make sure you understand that you're not going to drive a reaction by taking an essential oil. You're not going to become estrogen dominant or progesterone dominant or too much testosterone. You're actually going to modulate. So Jilly's asking if this is good for men's hormones as well. I believe it would be incredibly powerful for men to take as well. My husband, when he takes his supplements that I lay out for him, he takes this in a veggie capsule as well. And Jilly, I think more for men, it would be helpful for their cardiovascular health as well as their immune system. So there's some components and constituents in this essential oil, and I'm not going to spill the beans in detail because I want you to read it on the blog. It's going to be too much to really break down in this short period of time. But there are some incredibly powerful immune benefits in here. Now, when we talk about the immune system, again, it's going to have a modulating response. We've noticed my kids started school. They're in more of a full-time program than they ever have been. They've been kind of homeschooled in a hybrid, and now they're in more of a full-time school program. And they've come home with some bugs, and we have gotten rid of it like that, just using this on a regular basis. Now, we use On Guard. We use all of these other protective essential oils. But I noticed the difference. I noticed the quick response to their immune system when we started doing this internally every single morning. Now, the other piece of health is cardiovascular support. It is so incredible for managing blood pressure. It's also really good at just managing a healthy heart in general. So a lot of people, I don't know if you know this, but heart disease is one of the leading killers in America. And it's not something that I struggle with or that my family does, but I want to be proactive. And so using this is serving so many different purposes. Now, finally, Tara Lynn, yes, it's safe for pregnancy, but here's what I suggest during pregnancy. I'll get into this a little bit more at the end, explaining the benefits of ingesting versus using topically. When you're pregnant, I don't recommend ingesting essential oils. I just don't, because when you're pregnant, there's so many different things going on in your body, and your body's going to be a little bit more sensitive. It could be a little bit more reactive. So use your oils all day long topically, but minimize the use of essential oils internally when you're pregnant. And so that would be my best advice for you. So at night, I use YarrowPom mixed with my moisturizer. I use it on my skin. And I have noticed, you guys, I don't know if you can tell right now, I did not put face makeup on except for a little bit of blush on my cheeks because I feel like I'm a little bit pale right now. But I have noticed that since using YarrowPom that my face tone is totally evened out. So age spots and kind of these brown spots, and I was using Blue Tansy, which is another essential oil before, and that really started to help my skin just heal from different, like I said, age spots and sunspots. The other thing is my skin in the winter, we live in a really cold area in the Northwest, and my skin gets really cracked and dry. And since I've been using this, my skin is so moisturized. Do you know that when you are dealing more with fine lines and wrinkles, that a lot of times it's because it's a lack of moisture. And so using something that's going to bring moisture to the skin is really helpful. So that's part of why I use YarrowPom in my moisturizer. Now, again, I'm not telling you all the specifics on how to use this, or why, I should say, why you're using this and the specific benefits, because I really want you to read it for yourself on my blog. And the reason I ask you to do that is I know for me, when I am educated, I'm empowered to make change. Sometimes that education needs to come more from just a talking head. I actually need to read it on my own and really understand it and study it. So that's why I encourage you, of course, join me here. I love teaching you, but I want you to also read and do some research on your own so that you can truly understand and find the benefits of these things that I'm teaching you. So in conclusion, just to make sure we're clear about ingesting essential oils. So this is specific to doTERRA essential oils. Do not go out and ingest other essential oils. In fact, most of them will tell you not to. If you go to Whole Foods and you purchase a bottle of essential oil, the front of the bottle might say 100% pure and organic, but the back of the bottle is going to say do not ingest, or it will say for topical or aromatic purpose only. The reason it says that is, well, there's a multitude of reasons. It could have synthetic fragrance added. It could have carrier oil in it. You're not supposed to ingest carrier oil. It also could have other synthetic ingredients in it, and it's not totally pure. And you're like, well, wait, Susan, they said 100% pure. Here's the deal. In the essential oil world, there's not a lot of accountability. The FDA does not have control over the essential oil industry because we're talking about plants that come from the ground, right? So because of that, you have companies out there making claims that they really shouldn't be making. And you have people getting sick, and you have people having some adverse reactions, unfortunately. So what's important to know is when you grow a plant in the environment that is native, or I should say supportive for that specific plant, you're going to produce the most chemically complete plant, which in turn, if distilled properly, without any additives, is going to turn into the most chemically pure, and by chemical, we're talking chemistry, not actual toxins, but it's going to turn into the most pure and potent essential oil. That is a safe essential oil to ingest if it's a plant product that is meant to go through your digestive tract. So just to back up a minute, with doTERRA, doTERRA essential oils sources their plants all over the world where the plant is native, where it's common, where this is a supportive environment for that plant to grow. And so in doing so, they know they're producing the most pure and potent plant. Now, when you do that, then you go through the next step, which is distillation. And there's different distillation methods you can use. And the most important thing to know is that when you're distilling these oils, you don't want anything added. And so our essential oils go through multiple third-party testing to ensure that there are absolutely no additives, nothing synthetic, not even pesticides in the soil. And you can actually find the tests on every batch of oil. You can find there's a barcode on the bottom of every bottle of oil you buy from us, And if you go to source2you.com, you get to find out all about that essential oil bottle, where it was from, the testing it went through. They're very transparent about that because this is crucial, you guys. This is why you hear me say, you hear many people who use doTERRA and educate on it. We say that you can't ingest any essential oil out there. In fact, we encourage you not to, just doTERRA. Now, within doTERRA, there are certain oils that you still don't ingest. And I brought out eucalyptus to show you. So eucalyptus is an essential oil. For Facebook, we'll show you here. That's an essential oil that is amazing for respiratory health. It's phenomenal for immune system support, and it increases oxygen. But eucalyptus, by nature, is a plant that is not meant to go through your digestive tract. It just isn't. Do you guys ever watch that show with Bear Grylls? I don't remember what it was called, but it was some in the wild show, and he'd go out and like hunt and gather his own food, and he'd use plants as medicine and do all of that. Well, he would tell you, he had a book always with him where he would know if he could eat or not eat a certain plant. It's not because the plant would be poisonous if used topically. It just meant that that plant would be poisonous, or it is not meant to go through the digestive tract. Yet that same plant could be used as a topical ointment, and it could be healing to the skin or to other body systems. It's the same with essential oils. So with doTERRA, if the bottle does not say essential oil supplement, I'm going to do my best to show you here, okay? So here's this essential oil supplement label. Supplement facts. So that's the most important thing. It says supplement facts. That means if that label is on the bottle of oil you have, you can ingest it. 1 to 2 drops at a time is really all you need. If your bottle of eucalyptus or your other bottle doesn't have a supplement facts label, there's no supplement facts label there. That means that you are not meant to ingest that particular oil because it is not meant to go through your digestive tract. I hope that's clear. I hope that just kind of helps you understand how to use your essential oils, how to use them to the best of your ability. If you have questions, please comment, and I'll go back through today and listen and look for your messages. I just want to make sure that you are equipped to know how to use your oils to the best of your ability, but also how to avoid having adverse reactions. And so that's why we really encourage you to only use certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. So to learn more about YarrowPom, because I just barely skimmed the surface, I didn't even get into all the dirty details and all the amazing science behind it, click on the link on Facebook to the blog post. Instagram, I'm going to upload it to IGTV, but if you're super anxious, go to susanjohnson.com/blog, and it is the most recent post on there. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you next week here on Keeping It Live. But as a reminder, if you want to join, if you're brand new to using essential oils and you have kids and you want to learn how to use essential oils and supplements with your kids, go to susanjohnson.com/events. You only have about 25 minutes to register for my webinar that starts at noon. And if you can't watch it live, as long as you register, you will get a recording in your email. Have a great day.